Welcome to another episode of Fade Next Rated. Got another week here for you guys. Some interesting topics this week. We got Kip here with me today.
Yep.
We got special guest Dream.
Yo, what's going on?
We got there's a lot of dark skins in here, but it's love to all. Love to all. Nah, I mean, you got me, of course, Day, and let's get this shit started. So we're gonna start hot, right? We all from Mount Vernon. Nah, I mean, we're gonna start with Mr. Mount Vernon / Harlem himself, Diddy. So Diddy got hit with another
It's Harlem.
lawsuit. He claimed Harlem. Well, he do claim Harlem.
We
We
saying
do
he from
claim
Harlem after this
Harlem.
stuff.
Yeah, he is from
You
Harlem.
saying now?
We don't do these type of activities in Mount Vernon. You know what I mean? But Diddy got accused for what, his second or third in the last few months of sexual assault, harassment, all kinds of shit. So
Debauchery.
just to give you guys a quick background. So a producer that was working on his Love album, what is his name? Rod something. What is his name?
I think it was Lil Rod, no?
Rodney Lou Rod Jones. He was a producer that kind of worked with Diddy for a little over 2 years. The background sounds crazy. So he was the producer with Diddy, but he was also like living with Diddy within this time period of working with him. So that was like already right there sound a little crazy, right? But from what he's saying, he traveled with Diddy from September 2022 to November 2023. There were a lot of things promised, a lot of actions or activities happened in this time period. A lot of these things, which he says he has on video. So it's about to shake up a bit. I don't know if he's going to settle as fast as he did with Cassie, because you know, at least with Cassie, he had that personal relationship with her. Like, that was his girl for a while. So I think he just wanted to kind of like push that out. But I think if he tried to settle this under the rug again, I mean, we already think something's up, right? Because this is
Yeah, he
his
did something.
fourth. This is his fourth,
He did at
right?
least
Because
one of them things.
they're actually fifth, because there's 3 women that are claiming other suits against him. They're pending right now. They haven't been like settled like the Cassie joint was, but just to give you guys some information. So what dude was saying is like he would use him to kind of like attract sex workers. Diddy would also have like underage women and sex workers at his house, having a bunch of drugs, drugging people at his house and at his party. There's other celebrities that were named in this particular suit. Uh, One that has been roasted for the last few days, Meek Mills, is one of those people. Usher, Stevie J, his son Justin Combs, uh, Cuba Gooding Jr., which is that might have been the most shockingest shit in reading
Is it
up on
really?
this law. Yes,
You
because
see the way that nigga act?
I know how Cuba acts, but I just wouldn't see him in Diddy's crowd. You know what I mean? That's like
Nah,
those are two
Cuba was
people.
big.
Too
Cuba was
freaking.
Cuba
boss.
was
Cuba was
big,
back
but
in back in the
I'm
day.
like,
I
even
could
when
see it.
Before Cuba started going crazy, I feel like I've never seen him with Diddy, like, or around like in Diddy's type of entourage, not entourage, but like they don't have
Circle.
people in common at circle that they should be around each other, right? And especially like in the later half of Cuba's career, because Cuba's been having a lot of legal issues.
It's
Uh,
Hollywood though. The '90s
yeah,
was crazy. Everybody was hanging out. There's
I
some
mean,
more shit
yeah,
we don't know.
Listen, know what the
yeah,
that's the problem is right now. They act like it's the '90s right now, and it's clearly not.
right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
They
not.
this shit is
they forgetting
Everything.
this cameras now. Like, you can't.
yeah.
Everything's being recorded. You know what I
This ain't no
mean?
freakies no
So,
more. Ain't no need no. You don't have to have no portable
mhm,
camera. You got everybody got their camera in their pocket right now.
right,
So yeah,
right. So the producer Lil Rod, he's seeking 30 million for him, which rightfully so. So to give a little bit more background, so while he was producing like those songs for the Love album, Diddy's most recent album, which also just kind of like um comes full circle. Like, I think a week or two after the Love album came out, that's when Cassie put her lawsuit out there that he so and so, like all the shit that was in her suit in regards to sexual assault, forcing her to have sex with people while he watched and masturbated. I mean, that's a nasty guy right there. So it is a lot like tying around this love album that like an album about love, and you see how much hate this nigga's been doing in the world. It's kind of crazy, kind of crazy. So just to give a little bit more background, so again, this guy Lil Rod is a producer. So one of the things I read up on in regards to this case or this lawsuit was that Diddy tried to use or did use allegedly use Stevie J to kind of influence this producer to kind of work for him, get him around him as well, and also use Stevie J to kind of get him onto the homosexual acts again, allegedly. Diddy so-called about what the guy said or the accuser Lil Rod said that yeah, me and Stevie J did this, so it's normal when you get to Hollywood, not in those quotes exactly, but in that language. So it's this is a nasty situation, but again, as we talked about earlier, this is not his first lawsuit that he's getting. This is again like his fifth. Again, we got Cassie, we got Lil Rod, and we got 3 women. One of these women say that she was gang raped by him when she was 17 and he was 34. I'm not sure how old. Diddy in his 50s now, right? Or close to it, late 40s.
Yeah, I would say 50.
So
think
it's
in the
like
50s.
he been getting away with a lot of shit. It's so detailed, like regarding everything. I think some of this stuff could be kind of like, all right, I'm just going to add some details on it to make it even more than what it is. But again, it could be all that what this guy's saying is, or it could be all a lie. I mean, we really don't know. So like one of the things they said was that Diddy kind of admitted to, I'm not sure if y'all remember from like 1999 when Diddy and Shine got in that situation with the shooting at the club. And he's saying that Diddy admitted to him that he was the one that that did the shooting. Like it wasn't Sean, that was him. And he's also saying that Diddy would take his phone and record videos of all the illegal shit that they was doing. So he has all this proof on his phone. I can't wait to see. Well, I don't want to know what's on. I don't want to see what's on the video. But I'm curious, like, is the shit that's on his phone that incriminating that?
If he really got shit on his phone, then it won't come out. Did he gonna pay? I feel like he's asking for too much money, given that he's like no one. But I feel like if he asked for like 5 to 10, 5 to 20, not even 20. I feel like 5 to 10. I'm like, he definitely got some shit because that's not even that much.
So you taking
five the money and shut up.
You taking 5 to 10 for a nigga playing with your booty because he's saying he touched his anus multiple times, groped him, drugged him, and possibly. So another thing in the drink said he got drugged and he woke up naked in bed with Diddy. Wow, right?
Yo,
like how do you react after that? Like this is like, nigga, what?
Personally, I've never been in a situation like that. I hope I'm never in a situation like that, but I know for a fact it's not getting that far. One of us gotta go.
I know you're not washing your hands on air, nigga. I know that's what we're not doing. I know it.
Nasty hands.
All right, Dream gets strike. Oh, go ahead, kid.
But I was ultimately going to say that that whole situation is completely not okay. Ultimately, I'm just looking at it in the sense that allegations are not. This information is not out there. This is what is unfortunate. This is probably not unfortunate, but honestly, it's probably going to be the thing that mars his career. Because the fact is, regardless if it's true or regardless if it's only 20% true or 80% true, I do believe there is some truth behind some of what is being said. Now, I don't want to isolate and say, oh yeah, this ain't, because once again, I don't know what it is. But you can't have these many allegations, unfortunately, and some of these shits can't be not true. I mean, it can't be 100% not true. Like, if it's one person, then it's your opinion versus their opinion. But if it's several people coming out and saying that this is what happened, and a pattern is established, one has to really call into question whether or not this shit actually occurred. We got to really start thinking like, okay, maybe he did do this stuff. And ultimately, that's what's going to be the back of people's minds moving forward. Now, as far as the old trope of Hollywood being a bunch of people going ahead and engaging some of these activities together, I definitely believe that's the truth. That ultimately there is, for lack of better words, a boys' club where people do some of these things. Like they had these orgies and they do that, and I can believe that some of the shit gets really out of hand and people start drugging people and shit gets out of pocket. Now, whether or not he did the drugging or something happened, I would be hard pressed to not believe that from the '90s up until now, which is 30 years, that none of this shit ever happened at somebody's party. You can't tell me that's you ain't got one asshole around you that did some nut shit and put drugs on somebody's shit and shit went left for you.
But
this has been a running joke for 30 years though. Like it's been a running joke. Like
that's it's been talked
people
about.
People from TV to people who are in like major motion pictures. Like they're like, yo, stay away from Diddy. Like it's crazy.
That's nasty work. And you know what they say, the moment that people start seeing your net worth is the moment that shit gonna come out. Trust me. They'll let you build that net worth up, but best believe statute of limitation ain't gonna hold me back from going ahead and putting this lawsuit out there on your ass. So yeah, it's terrible to see. Nasty work.
Yeah, and Diddy's lawyer said that we wholeheartedly know that the information that they have is false. I mean, how can you really tell? How can you know for a fact the information is false when you don't know what they got? You know what I mean? Like you don't know. For you to say everything that they have is a complete lie. What if they actually pull a fucking show you a video of Diddy peeing on Cuz? And I don't know why I use P as that as an example, but yeah, right. You can't. Can you AI that? I don't know if you can AI.
You can
right?
listen. You can AI a lot of shit, so I
right.
It's a problem.
You think that's gonna be a play that they use? This is not my client. This is AI.
I think that. Well, I don't think it's gonna be specifically AI, but the people they're gonna, of course, they're gonna be like, unless it's something that literally shows that Diddy face and shit. He'll be like, hey, how do you know this footage is not doctored? Where'd it come from? And as a good lawyer, you're gonna argue those points. As a lawyer, unfortunately, regardless of how scummy your client is, your job is to go ahead and muddy the water so that they don't get convicted of shit and they don't have to settle. So I can't go ahead and say that ultimately the lawyer is not going to say like he's not guilty. Once again, I don't know what is true, what won't be true, but it just don't look good for parties involved in the situation. Because the fact is that and I guess once again it goes to that old adage that keep your ass out of situations that could potentially compromise you. Diddy, you worth 800 mil. Now, granted, I don't know whether this shit started when you was worth 5 million or it started when you was 300 million. But at a certain point, you got to go ahead and start. If you gonna be that guy and this shit gonna be like coming out, and you got some skeletons in your past, you need to start paying motherfuckers off and get some NDAs out there before anything comes to rest. I would have been here if any of this shit was true. I would have did damage control so quick. Reach out, niggas. You're gonna get this 500,000 in this NDA, and you better not talk about this shit ever again. So it's fucked up to say it like that. That's fucked up, but it's the truth. You gotta protect yourself.
But the thing about it is, like, if this happened to him, if this all is true, I'm sorry that it happened to him. But like, if this is the type of shit Diddy's into, he could pay niggas to do this type of stuff that he wants to do and be away with it. Like you don't
have to go ahead and do shit.
You don't have to unknowingly drug someone.
That's how you know it's true evil, because it's like,
yeah,
you could do this. Like it's possible. You can pay somebody. You're good. You got it. But he just wants power. Like,
yeah, and I'm sure niggas will. I'm sure niggas will do drugs with with Diddy and let them fuck him, like guys. Like maybe again, like you were saying, Dream, it's a power thing, right? He wants to take that advantage of someone that doesn't want to give him that. Just weird to me. I don't know. That's just it's crazy work.
Nah, but I definitely agree with you. Definitely agree with Dream on that. It's a power dynamic along with it because the fact is, it's one thing if I could purchase something, but if I could just take it, that's I guess that makes me feel more powerful. And I think, and I feel like not just with Diddy, I feel like that's the way it is across the board with a lot of these celebrities, is that it isn't about the fact is that I'm such and such and I can go ahead and go out and get anybody I want. I want to go ahead and show that I'm really powerful and take that shit. So like I look at it in the sense of Trey Songz, whatever his allegations are, Trey could did shit with so many different bitches and not have to go ahead and pay for it, nothing. But you did shit that was just like, bro, at a left field. It's like in my head, I guess me as a normal person, not a celebrity, I just can't comprehend why you would need to do certain things if you're recognized as a sex icon and a symbol like that. Of course, you're gonna get no's here and there. That's gonna happen, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna get more yeses than no's in the long run. So why put yourself in a compromised position? So
he another nigga that been fighting those allegations for a while. Like he been he been on people's shit list. But
and you know, once one person talk about it, everybody gonna talk about it. So it's up.
Yeah. So we'll as this new information. What's that, Dream?
Said Kiki warned us.
Yeah, shout out to her though. Yeah, people was talking shit about her when she said it the first time. Now she like, look at me. All right, I told y'all niggas the truth. Now shit coming to light. So yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's change this way we drive in this conversation. Let's switch over to some sports. We was talking about this in our group chat earlier in the week. There was a writer for ESPN that ranked his top 10 college quarterbacks since 2000. And I'm just going to give you guys a rundown from top 10 going down.
Yeah, give me a quick let me get a pen real quick. Go ahead. All right, I'm ready. Go ahead.
Yeah, so 10 is RG3 for Baylor. Number 9 is Marcus Mariota. 8 is Lamar Jackson. 7, Kyler Murray. 6 is Deshaun Watson. 5 is Joe Burrow. 4, Tim Tebow. 3, Vince Young. 2, Cam Newton. And 1 is Baker Mayfield.
I'm sorry. All right. Can you go through it again one more time? So you said RG3.
10 to 1?
Yeah.
RG3, Marcus Mariota, Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, Deshaun Watson, Joe Burrow, Tim Tebow, Vince Young, Cam Newton, Baker Mayfield. So off the bat, what seems to be the one that this doesn't make sense or fit? Like, because his list was based off of career, right? Or their career, their college career, not just a single season. So just off of what that statement, which one doesn't seem
that stands out to me? Like off rip, Baker Mayfield that one. That's kind of crazy.
I was thinking that, but now that I'm looking at it, Vince Young at 3. I don't think Vince Young should be there at 3.
I'm gonna go ahead and say I ain't gonna lie to you. The one that sticks out is Baker, because if you go through the list, everyone behind him, like 2 through 6, won national championships. They legitimately won chips. All of them. Cam won 1, Vince won 1, Tim won 2, Joe won 1, and Deshaun won 1. I really didn't realize
Vince never won a Heisman, though, did he?
I think he lost.
I think he might have.
He lost.
He lost to Reggie, though. Yeah,
he lost to Reggie, who's arguably one of the best players in the college sports, though. Come on.
Yeah, but I'm looking at Vince Young's stats, though. Vince Young, he should not be here. It's niggas that have done much better stat wise than Vince. I know. Again, we know he got the chip, right?
And impact too. Like just off the lift, I feel like they're going by impact.
Look at this. I'm gonna give you his stats. Vince Young stats: 6,040 yards, 62%.
My fault. Can you do me a favor? Because I think that what is happening here is that they're taking them at their peak what was his stats his national championship year? That's what really matters in my opinion. What's going to happen here? So what's his stats his national
They went
championship year?
13-0, right? He threw
Okay,
for
what's he?
3,000. He threw for 3,000 and rushed for 1,000.
Okay. Well, TDs.
I don't know his TDs that year, but I couldn't assume he threw more than 35 touchdowns that year, right? Because like if he got 44 passing touchdowns from 2003 to 2005, you can't. I don't think the nigga did that bad his first 2003 and 2004 years where he only threw fucking 20 touchdowns, right?
Let me take a look at that. I'm sorry.
Again, what I'm saying is if this writer was being consistent to how he based this, which he said he based it off of the career of the college quarterback. I can understand why he got Baker at one, right? Baker, this is Baker's stats, and I'm not sure how many years this nigga played. The nigga got 14,500 passing yards, 131 passing touchdowns, 30 interceptions, 1,000 yards rushing, 21 rushing touchdowns. That's a lot of touchdowns, right? You go to Cam at 2. But Cam really only played his senior year, right? He only played the 1 year at Auburn, for real, right?
Correct. And
he 3,000 passing yards, 30 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 1,600 yards rushing, 24 rushing touchdowns. National chip. We don't know anyone on that team that he took to the chip, do we? I don't know.
He had. I think he had one. I think the stat was he had one offensive lineman who played in the league. I think for 1 year, nobody else played. That's nuts.
Boom. I think Tebow probably could have been hired just because of the impact Tebow had. Vince Young, again, I keep Vince Young in the top 10 because of that 13-0 season.
Tebow again, outside the top 2 is kind of crazy.
Who?
I'm not gonna lie. Tebow not being top 3,
right?
Even top
exactly.
2.
Yeah,
I think he's the greatest. Like I think 2 national championships is tough.
If we're going off an individual season, you got to give Joe Burrow number 1. That's just
Joe Burrow had the best individual season I've seen in my life.
Right. Yeah, that year, the LSU year was crazy. Who they beat in the chip? Because it wasn't. It was Alabama.
Was Alabama? I want to say Clemson. I think it's Clemson.
I don't think it was.
I think they played Trevor Lawrence's second year. I think that's what it was. You correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's that.
Whoever they played, it wasn't
but
close.
That team was so good, though.
Yeah.
Like, the whole team. I mean, the Gators team was good, too, but I don't know who wins the Gators versus that LSU team.
I think Lamar Jackson probably could have been a little lower. Because, again, if we're going off a single seasons, I know maybe what was his last year? When he was in the Heisman?
Impact, too.
Yeah. And then you got, like, Bryce Young. He's not even in the top 10. Bryce Young won the Heisman. Like, there's a bunch of players, and it's like, if you're going off a career, Bryce Young, I think, might have had a more successful career than Baker Mayfield in regards to winning and,
Did he win a national championship?
Yeah, he got at least one. Bryce Young, he got at least one.
I don't think he won.
I don't know if he did win. I think he may have.
He was the QB right after Tua, or
yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now if he did. Give me a second. I'm actually pulling it up.
Alabama ain't won
yeah, he did. He did 2020, but was he starting that year?
I don't think so. I think it was still Tua.
Nah,
Tua left by then. You're right.
No, 2020. I don't think he was playing in that game. No, he did.
See, I don't think he won.
He played 2
How many snaps, though? Because they might have just blew him out, and they said, yo, get some snaps.
It was a blowout of the game. They played, let me see, 2020. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to go ahead.
Tua was gone. Tua left 2019. He had to be. Who would have been after Tua?
He was not playing. It was definitely Mac Jones' ass that was playing that chip.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about Mac Jones.
So he definitely was not starting over Mac Jones at that time. So he didn't win a chip. So this is my argument why I think that Baker Mayfield shouldn't be number 1. Because the writer, in my opinion, and I don't know his exact criteria, I don't think it was based on career achievements and career stats. And I don't know if it was based on a combination of stats, like what your team did that year and the conference they played in, because there seems to be a bit of a disparity. And I think it's a bit of recency bias. The reason why I say that is that, and what year is he? What's the frame of year that he said since 2000?
Since 2000. So you would have graduated by 2000.
Okay,
Or
so
played into the 2000. My fault.
this is
Played
where
into
my
the
issue
2000.
is, and I don't know where he ranked him. You had the full list day. Where, because if we're talking about career stats over the entirety of their career, Kellen Moore has to be in top 10. He went
Kellen Moore
50 and
not.
he went
Where is
50 and
he?
3, and he had 3
But
consecutive
you got to
seasons
do
where.
the conference too. Like he was
That's what I'm
playing,
saying, though. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's based on conferences or conference wins, or it's a combination of both. But the
I'm pretty
reason why
sure
I
it's
put that
Big
in,
Five, and like
yeah.
he
So
did something out of this
the reason
world.
why I bring him up though is that the fact is you can't base it. I know it ain't based on simply stats, because the fact is Kellen Moore would have been higher if that was the case, and you can't say it's based on conference because, honest to God, if I'm not mistaken, well, RG3 is in there, but Baker is the only Big 12 quarterback that's in there, and he's a Big 12 quarterback that didn't win anything. He made it to the playoff like what 3 or 4 times and didn't win in the playoffs. So I don't know what we can't say it's based on winning, because the fact is they didn't win anything and the conference wasn't that good, so can't go with that. I don't know how he's ahead of these other quarterbacks. You could say, well, it's a fact that Joe Burrow had a better single season than him. He had 60 touchdowns in 1 year. So it ain't based on your peak of your season. It ain't based on the fact that you won a Heisman or what the case may be, because what, 3 of these guys behind them, or 4 of them, or yeah, 3 of them won a Heisman, and one was a finalist who went second place to the arguably the best college player of all time, which is Reggie Bush. So I just don't see how Baker is ahead of these 4 guys. Like, and if I'm not mistaken, well, actually, one of the guys I think actually beat him, which would have been Deshaun. I think Deshaun may have played him 1 year in the playoffs. So I just don't know how this list is being constructed.
Yeah.
So it's hard to dissect where he's getting this list from. Because, and once again, in my opinion, I think even Lamar Jackson is too high. I don't know how Lamar Jackson fits into this. Like, Lamar Jackson did great. Don't get me wrong; he played well, but it didn't really amount to nothing. He won a Heisman, which I'm a Lamar Jackson fan, but what happened to the team that year? Like, they played very well against the Deshaun Jackson team. I think Deshaun Jackson may have went to the national championship that year and may have won, but they still lost to them. So I don't know where this is coming from as
It's
far as.
still college though, like
Yeah.
it's recruiting. So it's like sometimes I feel like if you keep it close with certain teams, it's like, yo, you willed your team, or like you get a Cinderella story.
I get
But
that, but it's just like once again,
performance matters too.
yeah, I just don't get what direction is this list being constructed from, because it can't be off of wins. It can't be off of what your team did throughout the season, because the fact is there's people that have had either one better season, a full better season than him, or had multiple better seasons than him, because Tebow went to the national championship twice, won twice, and the third year, the 1 year that they didn't win, I think that they were 1 game away from getting it. I think they lost to Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't see how that is. So it isn't based on winning or impact, because Cam dragged his team to the national championship. So I just don't understand
But
how
Cam is
Baker is
what? What number is Cam?
Cam's number
Cam's
2.
2.
So
Yeah.
once again, if that's the case, where it's your team, your impact, Cam would be ahead of him, because the fact is Cam willed his team with nobody who made it to NFL onto the national championship stage and won. They had to have
I
beat
feel like he
Alabama
had a
that year.
receiver though.
No, but that receiver didn't play in the NFL. That
Was it
receiver
Kelvin
didn't play no.
Benjamin, or that was in the NFL
No,
already?
that was Kelvin Benjamin
He
was
went to
NFL.
FSU. Yeah, he went to FSU.
Kelvin Benjamin played with
Yeah.
actually
Jameis. He played with Jameis.
Jameis. He played Jameis.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm confused. That's why I'm saying that I don't feel that Baker fits here, because once again, I don't see how you have him get ahead of
Is
these
his
national
numbers? Is
championship
his
winners.
numbers crazy? Is Baker's numbers crazy?
His
Like,
numbers, don't get me wrong, his numbers are good, but once again, if you're going based on who you played,
Yeah.
you
Who
might
was his
can
get a little
tell.
receiver?
pushback on this, but
Who was his receivers
I
in
think it was
Oklahoma?
maybe Marquise
he had
Brown, I want to
Hollywood
say.
Brown, right?
Yeah, Marquise Brown. I think they
He
No,
had
had
somebody else.
I thought
they had
Marquise.
some.
If he got drafted, nigga, Marquise Brown couldn't have been in the league that long. Baker got drafted in 2018.
Let's take a look.
But Marquise Brown was there though.
Marquise Brown was a sophomore
but he was there.
I think Kyler Murray had Marquise Brown.
No, but let me see. Let me go and make sure. No, Baker Mayfield was there, I think, that year.
Yeah, because Kyler Murray was literally the next year.
Yeah, yes. It was next, and then Jalen Hurts, right?
Baker. So this is what it was. Baker Mayfield senior year, he had, of course, Kyler Murray as a sophomore, who wasn't playing. He had Marquise Brown. He had CeeDee Lamb, and
CeeDee.
Let me see what else he had on his team that I can really pick out.
Were those the 1 and 2 though?
And he had Mark Andrews. And he had Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews probably was their guy, because I don't. What year did Marquise Brown and CeeDee get into the league?
Well, Marquise Brown was a sophomore, and CeeDee was a freshman, so CeeDee probably wasn't balling out yet. But CeeDee,
so I'm trying to figure out who was balling. I don't think Marquise Brown was balling
Marquise Brown like that because he got drafted the following year, and Mark Andrews was a junior, so Mark Andrews had to been doing something. So it wasn't like these are like, once again, Oklahoma at that time wasn't a bad school to go to as far as talent wise. They just never finished when it mattered. They had Lincoln Riley there his first year. Lincoln Riley was there with was it Mark Stoops? I think he was a coordinator while at that time. Either way, the point I'm trying to get at is the fact that, in my opinion, I don't see how we have him ahead of national championship winners.
I agree.
Like, legitimately, all these guys are national championship winners, and the end goal of playing the game is to win chips. And it's not like these players that he's ahead of didn't put their team on the back to win games and win chips. It wasn't like, okay, this is a guy who's riding for the ride. Cam led his team. Vince did what he had to do to get to his team there. He went for 26-10. And then you beat the 3-time defending championship. I think that story says it all. Tim Tebow is one of arguably the best quarterbacks that played, or one of the best players, you could say. Joe Burrow had the single best season ever. Deshaun Jackson made the Clemson-Alabama rivalry a thing.
Yeah, like, everybody did something spectacular. He was just very, very good.
Exactly. That's the point I'm trying to get at, is that his story doesn't match what the people behind him did.
I'm not going to lie to you. Another thing that stood out to me on this list, I might get some pushback, but that boy Johnny Football, he was different.
That's what I was saying.
He wasn't even there mentally. That nigga, he was at a party every game.
He might have been the highest paid NIL if.
Oh, for sure.
If he was in there right now.
No,
I'm lying. Reggie Bush. I'm lying. Reggie Bush would be number one, nigga.
No, I kind of would say Johnny Football, because the fact is that he's
white. Texas. He went to Texas. He was
a white quarterback.
He was a white guy in Texas.
Bro.
Yeah,
come on now.
I can see Reggie a little bit because Reggie was in Hollywood, so it makes sense. And that was Hollywood's team. There wasn't.
And that nigga was already taking stuff. So
yeah, he just sweet the pot at that point.
Right.
But yeah, so I'm like, I can see that being the case. But either way, this list is very questionable what happened with this list. I'm interested in, if you don't mind me asking, while we still have a little bit of time, what was numbers, and this is where I realized about these lists.
20 through 11?
Yeah, go 20 to 11, because sometimes that portion would be a lot more.
I was trying to find a time to break it in. Kellen Moore is 14, but I'll go through 20 through
that makes
11.
sense. So and the point I'm trying to make is is that you'll probably see during this section right here, the list will be a lot more consistent and make more sense between these numbers. If you were to go ahead and say, all right, you eliminated these 10 that you just had here, and 11 through 20 was number 1 through 10, you probably see like, okay, this list makes sense at that point in time. But go ahead.
Actually, I'm going to start from 25 because there's some good names at 25. So 25 was Carson Palmer, 24, Phillip Rivers, 23, Caleb Williams, 22, Tua, 21, CJ Stroud, 20, Bryce Young, 19, Jaden Daniels. I don't think he should be there, but I don't know his work like that. 18, Andrew Luck. 17, Matt Leinart. 16, Jameis Winston. 15 is Sam Bradford. 14, Kellen Moore. 13, Johnny Manziel. 12, Colt McCoy. 11, Trevor Lawrence.
That sounds a lot more like a constructed list than this list. the first 10.
It seems like the riot was biased for Baker in a.
Yeah, it was definitely some bias. I'm interested to know what school he went to and what school he roots for. But there, like, of course, there was probably like one or two outliers in that list that I was like, like Jaden Daniels. I think that he's a little bit too high in my opinion.
Yeah, that's a recency bias right there. I would say, because to say he had a better career than Caleb Williams, I don't know. That's kind of crazy. I mean,
because Jaden Daniels? He just had his first good year this year,
right?
So
this is the first time
he went to Arizona State, right? He transferred.
That's correct. Yes,
I believe so.
Yes, that's correct. But listen, if you think about Caleb Williams' first 2 years, the nigga was balling. Like he balled so much his first 2 years. The nigga still gonna get picked first in this NFL draft, even though he didn't have a great year last year. That's how good the nigga was his first 2 years.
Yeah, I can agree.
But then Caleb was at Oklahoma too, right? He
was at Oklahoma. Yes.
Yeah,
he followed
Lincoln Riley. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. This may sound fucked up, and it's going to be inconsistent with what we are talking about before. But I think that there should be a little bit of a knock against you if you played extra years. Like if you played more years than people that you're ahead of. The reason why is for the fact that unless it's medical reasons why, A, you have a longer time to accumulate stats. B, you're more
mature.
Yeah, you're more developed than a person that's 18 playing from 18 to 20 than if you are 23 playing in college at that point. You're supposed to be a pro acumen at that point. So that's why I'm like, that may, because it sounds kind of crazy because the fact is we think about the players in the top 10. Joe Burrow was a fifth year. I think it's a fifth year.
I feel like 5 is fine. I feel like anything over 5 is like, all right.
Like Penix, you taking shots at Penix?
Nah, they not like. Come on, bro. Like,
I think
the cutoff
should
be
if you're 20,
quarterbacks
you're over
really
21. We should be like, yeah. I think if you're over 21, there should be a little bit of penalty against you because Jaden Daniels is 23 right now.
Well,
you graduate college at 22. Like, you could be 22. I feel like 22 is like the 23 should be the cap.
23 should be the ceiling, but it's just like my thought process behind that. Why I say that is this: typically, if you go into college, you're going to be 18 going 19. And I would imagine that within that 18 to 19 year time frame, you should be 21 and leaving. Like you should be gone, unless there's a medical reason. 3 years.
Leaving where? Leaving college or leaving
going to NFL? Going to NFL. Because you only need 3 years. You don't need to be in there for 4 years or 5 years.
Not a lot of freshmen play unless you like.
Yeah, I agree.
Unless you
I agree. Nice. That's why I said 3 years. But at that point, if you're there for 2-3 years, at that point you should be starting. If you're that guy. Now, once again, it's kind of counterintuitive to say that because the fact is, Joe Burrow, he didn't play when he was at Ohio State. Now, once again, circumstances are different in situations. I'm not giving him an excuse.
Have you seen the Alabama wide receiver room like the last 5 years? There's mad freshmen who are like All-American who didn't get to play because of Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy. But that next year they got on. They went crazy.
You know what I say to that? Go to a school that you get the opportunity to get on the field faster. Like I get it.
They're trying to go to the NFL.
I get that, but you could do the same. I'm gonna say it like this:
stepping stone at this point.
You can go ahead and go somewhere else to go ahead and play. You don't have to go to these schools. That's a choice to make. And I can't. I look at it in the sense, and it's just my point of view. I look at it in the sense of like how, and this is different, but how they gave Ben Simmons Rookie of the Year because he was out for that time frame. We can't go ahead and make excuses to go ahead and give people.
I'm not gonna lie.
They did it to Blake Griffin too, right?
So yeah, and I don't like.
I don't think you can really say that for college because it's like there's so many college teams, and like you said, it's 18 and 19-year-olds. It's not. I know, but you got to find your quarterback. Like I know there's a lot of quarterbacks who are good in the country, but it's like yo, you end up going to UCF and your quarterback get hurt and you're not on TV as much. Like that hurts your draft stock. These kids are trying to go to the league. They're trying to get money. Their families are like, I'm not saying all of them, but like they trying to help out their families. They try to get up out of it. In Alabama, the SEC is the way to do it.
Listen, I ain't saying that you should be Like, I'm not saying that you're doing the wrong thing. I want to make sure that's clear. I'm talking about when we having these conversations that should come into play into how we putting things into perspective. Because the fact is that there's no way we can argue that a 23-year-old is going to be more developed, whether it be skills, mentally, than a person that's 19 years old coming into their second year playing.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like they're gonna be physically stronger and mentally stronger. Like they
exactly.
just
So that's the point I'm making, is just that ultimately when we have in these conversations about the best in the situation, we have to take into account that these people have been there and they had the opportunity to sit behind somebody. It's similar to Aaron Rodgers sitting behind Brett Favre. If you got the opportunity to sit and learn rather than being thrust into the flames of being a starter in the NFL, it's a good chance you might be more successful because you had the chance to actually learn and shit. So I can't go ahead and I hate when they give people accolades that have been there for years. Don't get me wrong, you make the most opportunity given at the time of giving it, but I can't. I feel some type of way about we taking away from people that are really, really putting it all on line from day one, because the fact that somebody had the opportunity to sit behind somebody and wait to get their shit together to go ahead and be a starter, if that makes sense. That's just my opinion in that realm. It's just like
I got you. Big. All right, let's move this along. We'll get stuck here all night. All right, so let's change the topic. So I've seen something on Instagram, probably I think Sports Center, and they were saying, should Kyrie Irving's jersey be retired in Cleveland? What are you guys' thoughts on that and teams just retiring jerseys? Like, first, do you think Kyrie Irving's jersey should be retired? I'll read off his stats. He played 6 seasons with the Cavaliers. He averaged 21.6 points, 5.5 assists, 3.4 rebounds, 1.3 steals. I think they got one chip in Cleveland with Bron. Are those stats worthy enough to have your jersey hanged up in the rafters?
Question. I just have one question before you go. When we're talking about jersey in the rafter, are we talking about, okay, we retire number 2, nobody can wear number 2 no more, or we just simply saying
just your numbers
just honoring his name in the rafters?
I thought when your jersey's retired, it can't get used anymore. Am I mistaken?
Is that the case?
No, I think there's 2 different scenarios in that. I think that you can retire a person's, like you could go in. I guess there's a difference between
I thought it was like Ring of Honor where it just goes up.
Yeah,
but
yeah, that's why I think that's what it is. So if we're talking about retiring, I don't think that it should be retired. I think that he should definitely be put in the Ring of Honor, and I think it will happen. But I don't think that you can put him into the.
But I think in the NBA they put your jersey up there. Like if you did something,
yeah, they put your jersey at the Ring of Honor. But yeah, I think that no for the retirement, yes for the honorment, because the argument I guess somebody could make that he should be retired is the fact is he hit the shot. That shot was a legendary shot, and that shot.
Ray Allen should be retired in Miami.
No,
he hit the shot.
No,
he hit the shot.
No, I think that those 2 shots are 2 different things.
But Miami has history before Ray Allen got there, though.
I think those are 2 different shots. The reason being is that Ray Allen's shot was at Game 5 going to push Game 6.
That was Game 6. That would have been over after that.
Okay,
but if he didn't hit that shot, it was over.
Yeah, but Kyrie's shot ended it though. It's not like it's.
I get that, but so Ray Allen. If Ray Allen shot don't go in, they lose. Ray Allen shot goes in, they end up winning.
Once again, I understand. I 100% understand that. They still play overtime after that shot though. But the point.
No, they were down. It wasn't a tie game. They were down.
Yeah, but didn't that push them into overtime, or that pushed that game into overtime after?
No, that game was over after that. It didn't go into overtime.
Okay. Either way, so the way I look at it is this: Ray Allen's shot is a semicolon in a paragraph, in that championship run. Semicolon in the paragraph. Kyrie's shot was the period at the end of the paragraph, and that's the reason why I say that's the 2 different shots. That's what.
So you saying Robert Horry should get retired and every shit he shot a big shot because he ended a lot of series. He ended a lot of series for the finals.
You know I think Kyrie is a special case. Like my
Yeah, this
criteria
is
for getting
different. This is
my
games.
criteria for getting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, first of all, my answer is yes
Okay.
to both. Like I
Oh,
got
okay.
two criteria for like a person getting their jersey retired in their respective, NBA team. But like I feel like you gotta do something extraordinary if you're a Knicks player, if you're a Lakers player, like those are storied franchises. But you either gotta play 10 plus years at a high level or you have to win their first championship. And I feel like Kyrie won them their first championship. And he played at a high level with them for so long. Even though his first couple of years, like he was just getting his stats. But he won them their first championship. He's a part of that forever. He's immortalized. So I feel like
He's the period at the
if
end
you're
of the
gonna
sentence.
retire anybody else's number, you got the Mark Prices. He got the 10 years, no chip. LeBron, he got the chip. He got the 10 years. So I feel like he fits that criteria.
Man, fuck that nigga. He barely fits it. He's second ballot, if that. If they want to do it cute, but he ain't really do shit. Because after LeBron left, that shit was ass. He ain't do shit. Fuck out. He just got the time. He Robert Ory for real.
Well, he
Kyrie
wasn't
got
there
traded
when.
first.
Yeah, he got traded first. But yeah,
When
so for me,
LeBron wasn't there, what was he doing? What was their
I
record?
agree. I can see
We're
that. I can
retiring a
make that.
nigga that didn't carry who? Retired jerseys is niggas that did shit. He ain't do shit until LeBron got there.
Nigga, he won the championship.
Yeah,
He's
he hit
saying
that
that
game. He
ultimately
hit
it
that
took
shot.
LeBron
But
getting there to win.
when LeBron wasn't there, what Kyrie did? Give me his stats.
He was putting up numbers. He was an all-star.
Give me his stats.
He wasn't winning the championship. I don't
How many
have
all-star?
fucking Kyrie stats off the top of my head.
Then he wasn't really doing shit, bro. What the fuck? I can ask you how many times Melo was all-star. You had them stats right because it was noticeable. That nigga wasn't noticeable. He got one out of what? Maybe no, 2 out of the 10 years. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Come on, let's be serious.
Kyrie's being penalized for his off-the-court shit. Like,
No,
I
I
never
don't
said
think
nothing
that's
about
what
off
it
the
is.
court. I just
if
asked you
he
what his
just
stats
played
was in
ball and he
Cleveland.
didn't get hurt,
When
I'm
this
telling you,
nigga
he's an
James
all-star though. I don't have his
when
exact
James
numbers in front
Harden
of me.
was on the Rockets, he showed that he could be an all-star without Westbrook and KD. He went
He
crazy.
was
He
an
had the
MVP.
highest average. When Kyrie was by himself, what he
I
did,
ain't saying Kyrie James. We asked if his jersey should be retired. I
and
feel
I'm
like
and I'm
based on
and
what
I'm
he
bringing up
did
and I'm
for
bringing
the
up
city
stats.
of Cleveland and the Cavs,
He didn't
What
do
his
anything until
numbers
LeBron
should
got
be up
there.
there.
He did
what
nothing
year
until
did
LeBron got there.
Braun get there? Because I can read you this.
He came back
2014?
20 what? Yeah, no,
2013, 2014.
2015. Yeah,
2013, 2014, something like that.
2013,
So
2014. So prior to that, his best season was only 21.7. Sorry,
Average.
22.5. 22.5 is his sophomore year.
Average.
no,
bro.
listen,
Kyrie
I'll say
came out
this.
as a freshman. He was like 19, like averaging
Yeah.
22.
Now look at you giving
I
you
would
moving the
love
goalposts.
for RJ to do that.
LeBron came out.
RJ Barrett
LeBron came out of high
never
school.
did no shit like
He
that.
averaged what, nigga? Shut the fuck up, nigga. Like you talking about he came out as a sophomore. LeBron came out of high school. Like what are we talking about?
What's
LeBron
the
averaged
hostility?
18.
It don't matter. He came. You. I'm talking about. You gave him. He came out of what? A freshman. Nigga. LeBron came out of high school. LeBron freshman. What he averaged 18. What he averaged the next year, and then the next year.
To be fair, if he was able to come out of high school, Kyrie would have came out of high school. I
Why
think you need to
Bobby
watch
coming here
some.
so
I think you need.
hostile, though?
I was like, he
I
came
think
in
you need
hot.
to watch some highlights.
I'm sorry. I didn't. Yeah, that sounded very dry when I joined back. I'm sorry.
But
Yikes.
yeah, what I was gonna say was, yeah, I
Are we
once
getting
again I think
sponsored by
that
this liquor you guys
Kyrie.
showing?
Yo, why am I saying that?
Maybe we might. It is a black-owned liquor. Maybe we
Hey,
Shout out to
might.
them.
You
Shout out
know,
to the
You too
niggas.
speaking
light for
into
Uncle
it.
Nearest. You gotta put something else out there.
What you
But
mean?
We're not
about
gonna
this
I'm
sponsor
Kyrie
you.
good.
situation, about this Kyrie situation, yeah, I think that he Ring of Honor. I just don't think the retirement. I think the retirement's a bit much because the fact is, yes, his shot was definitely important. I think that that definitely needs to be recognized. But retirement, I think that pushes. I don't know. I think it can go either way. I wouldn't get mad, but I just think that it should be simply an honor, not a retirement. Now, what happens in the next few years can potentially impact that. What I mean by that, what happens with the Cleveland franchise? I think that there's a factor that needs to go into this as far as what happens to the franchise after you're gone. Is there a slump? Is there a downgrade in ability? Because if somebody comes in, the reason why I make that argument is that if somebody comes in now, say for example, Donovan Mitchell, he's playing there, he plays for 6 years, he wins a chip, Do you then give him a retirement after he's done? So
yes,
I think that's where
Cleveland had nobody. You can't
Yeah,
name a
so
Cleveland player, nigga. So yes, Kyrie deserves to get his shit. Compared to Cleveland players, yes, he does get. He deserves to get it. But
okay, well,
out of the criteria that I feel needs to be, he should not. But Cleveland had nobody, has no hope, has nothing. Like LeBron, they're gonna retire his jersey. It just is inevitable. He
All
brought.
right, I'm gonna bring this up. Right, Shaq just got his jersey retired by the Magic.
That's what I'm saying.
He played 4 seasons.
That was my next
and dominated 4 seasons there. Well, 3 seasons at least.
He dominated, yes, but he played I feel like he played very well, just like Kyrie. But Kyrie didn't have the team.
He played better than Kyrie.
Don't
do that.
He did.
Don't do that.
But it's like he played 4 seasons, but Kyrie got 6 and a chip, and he can't get his number up there.
Yeah, he got a chip because he had because he had LeBron James who brought people with him.
There's only two people you can mention in Magic, maybe 3 people you can mention in Magic history.
I'm sorry, Bobby. I can't believe this nigga just tried to compare Kyrie's Irving stint in Cleveland to Shaq's in Orlando.
In length.
I'm looking right into the camera. I'm talking stats, nigga.
I'm talking about.
I think he's talking about
pause. Seasons played.
Chill out. I can get Diddy if y'all want him. I can get Diddy for y'all.
Relax.
I'm talking about his seasons played because it's like they both had short stints. Like Shaq made it to the finals though. I get from that by himself.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So
he lost to the GOAT.
It's certain shits like that makes you higher than others. Like Shaq, he went on and became a GOAT, but you can't mention the Magic without Penny, Shaq, and probably T-Mac. The 3 niggas.
Yes.
You can't name anybody else on Magic.
I was gonna say that was a better comparison. T-Mac when he was on Houston is compared to what Kyrie on the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh, I got
That's facts. That's facts.
Okay.
I can read you his stats on the Cavs. He didn't get to the chip because he didn't have a LeBron on his team.
I say the presence wise, yes, with the skill, like what they did. I'm not T-Mac. If Kyrie never teamed up with LeBron, T-Mac had better career.
Though. Nah, I don't know.
T-Mac disappointed in the playoffs a lot though.
Yeah, but he had to go to a tougher path in the West though.
Did you hear what I said? If T-Mac, if Kyrie never teamed up with LeBron, T-Mac never had a better career. T-Mac,
for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
I was saying T-Mac. That was tough because I'm like, I'll say this. I think when it's all said and done, I think he's going to be Kyrie's going to get into the Hall of Fame. I think that there's no way we can go ahead and say he's not. So inevitably, because of that, I don't see him not getting into that retirement for Cleveland.
But and he has a title of best handles ever. Like I feel like that's why I was also going to bring that in. I was going to bring that into it. So I'm not saying
fucking white chocolate, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
I was just about to say Jason Wood.
Yeah, the fuck. that don't mean shit, nigga.
Passing. That's best passer probably. Handles is Kyrie, AI, Steph.
No.
Jamal Crawford used to hit niggas with some shit too.
You're right.
Watch him out. Yeah, he's crazy.
Jamal Crawford used to hit niggas with some shit.
Okay, but so before we go and move on, so what do you think, Dad? Because you never gave us an answer. Do you think they should be retired in Cleveland?
I mean, I feel like we've seen those numbers elsewhere, and we wouldn't consider those players to get retired there, right? Because after the fact, they haven't had the impact Kyrie had. So let's say if Kyrie didn't play anymore after that, would you retire Kyrie's jersey in Cleveland? Given the fact that
after the game,
location
after that game, yes.
Oh,
after
that, I think at that point you got to retire it. You would have to.
You would?
You would have to retire at that point. I'm not gonna lie.
Averaging only 23 in his career,
you have to retire it at that point
tough.
Because the reason why
it's only like 7 players that average. No, I'm lying. It's only like 10 players that average like 20 in their career, like coming out.
Nah, not even
that. But you got to think if we were going based off of just 4 years, it's easier to average 20 points in 4 years versus
you just said 6,
10, 12. Huh?
6 years.
6 years.
6 years in a 6 year span. It's easier to average 20 in a 6 year span than it is for niggas to average.
Easier to average.
Agree.
20. Nigga.
Yes, it is.
Can you average 20 in the NBA, nigga? The fuck?
Nah, but
I ain't a basketball player.
He's saying that.
I bet y'all can average 4 tackles in the NFL.
You're right.
I can do that.
Yeah, I believe
But I think that ultimately the reason why I say he got to retire at that point is because it's a part of the it would be part of Cavalier lore what happened with that situation.
So boom, what about Kevin Love?
Kevin Love get
Timberwolves.
retired in which school?
Yep.
In Cleveland? No.
In Cleveland, yes.
No, in Timberwolves.
Absolutely not.
And in Timberwolves, he get retired.
Why in Timberwolves?
The best double player you've ever seen in the Timberwolves.
Over Ricky Rubio?
Yes, nigga, stop playing. Stop.
Well, you said Kevin Love jersey getting retired?
I'm just saying, why can't he get retired in Cleveland? He's averaging in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6 years he's played there. 6 years he played there. He's averaging a double. As a third man, you got to realize he's the third man in the situation, right? Because he can't.
But what he did in the
when
Timberwolves,
Kyrie left,
he was 20 and 15.
After that?
Huh? I get that, Bob. I think he could.
I'm sorry. Y'all said that you said that y'all said that Kevin Love is the double god of Minnesota. Is that what y'all said?
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin Garnett, he's tripping, right?
I was saying,
I'm not tripping.
Thank you.
I'm not tripping. The big ticket is that guy, but Kevin Love did.
He was talking about Kevin Love.
I have to really stop.
Wrong, Kevin.
What are you talking about, big dog? But yeah, go ahead. But
yeah, I think if we just retire niggas jersey, Kevin Love played a crucial part in them winning that ring too.
No, I don't think that. I don't think that that's the case.
No.
I think
that's like retiring Bosch jersey. We not doing it.
Bosch jersey got retired in Miami. So what are we saying?
Ooh.
Oh, it did?
Because he almost died.
Yes, it did.
Oh shit! You said because he almost died, nigga.
I think that ultimately that's what the fact is. No, and that's funny.
Remember he had to leave the NBA because he had a contusion or something like that, bro.
He had blood clots.
And he was doing a commercial with his whole family, bro. What are you talking about?
No,
he almost died.
Retired is retired, nigga.
No.
Retired.
This is exactly. But this proves my point. What I was going to say was, as far as Kyrie's jersey getting retired after if he would have stopped right after that shot, because the fact is, at that point, the impact has been made. He won them a chip when they didn't have a chip. The story's over. Book is closed. That's it. Chris Bosh is a prime example of that. He helped as a third option. He won the chips, and his career ended. So he has nothing else that he can go ahead and add to
Kevin
his legacy.
Chris Bosh?
Chris Bosh.
Why are we not giving Kevin Love the love then? Because the nigga did the same role as Chris Bosh. What are we talking about?
The reason why is
Chris Bosh was somebody before he got to the Heat, though.
The argument,
nigga. So was Kevin Love? Are you crazy? Kevin Love was better than Chris Bosh was. Nigga.
But the point I'm trying to make is
yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Pull up the stats.
26 and 14, nigga. Yes, he was.
The point I was trying to make is that the reason why they retired Chris Bosh jersey is because the fact is his book closed at that point in time.
He almost died.
The reason why that we're not going to go, they're likely not going to do it for Kevin Love is because the fact is he's still playing currently.
My nigga been going through back issues since he been on the Cavaliers, nigga. He been playing through all of that, nigga. So. You know,
listen. I say this:
it's because those injuries ain't the same. I get it, but
if the Cavs win,
nigga, Dwight was playing through back injuries his whole career.
Hey,
that's for different reasons.
So I got another scenario for you, Kip. I got another scenario. So let's say if Kevin Love made that shot, is his jersey? Is it retired at that point?
I think that you could potentially say that his jersey is retired because the fact is that adds to his story in Cleveland. That's the point I'm making, is that this is the reason my argument that he should get retired is because the fact is that ultimately it's a part of the franchise's story. Like, you feel me? Like, you got to think about it. Your career with a team is a storybook that's being written every night that you're playing. So if you end the season and you hit that big shot that not just simply game 6 to push to game 7 that ends the season, you can never go ahead and look at Cavaliers history again and say that you can't just look over that Kyrie shot. That's gonna be a point that you're gonna look at and stop and like, oh shit, this nigga hit this shot. This is a shot that's always gonna be recorded in their arena. They're gonna make a new arena, Cavaliers chip that's gonna be there. it's going to be there. It's a part of the history. So therefore, I can see him getting his jersey retired based on that.
They're gonna have LeBron. Is that Gauskas? Big Z. They're gonna have LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, Iman Shumpert, J.R. Smith. All their jerseys retired.
Nah, I don't know about that. I think JR lost his ability to get any jersey retired after that shot situation. When the nigga throwing the ball back out because he thought the shit was over or he thought it was up. That was zero awareness. Well, go ahead.
It was a mohawk.
All right, to push us along, I'm adding a new segment called "Did You Know?" So the segment is kind of like, I know as we've been growing up, we've been learning shit that we like, damn, how did we let that go over our heads all these years, right? So I was, and I feel like I'm coming across as more often nowadays, like, damn, like, how the fuck how did I miss that? So I'm going to give you guys some scenarios. So did you guys know Charlie Wilson is the main vocals on Computer Love? His name's not listed on the track, but I was listening to the shit the other day and I was watching on Tiny Desk. This nigga started performing Computer Love. I'm like, you know what? That dude sound like that nigga on Computer Love. But they didn't credit him on like if you go on Apple, you won't see Charlie Wilson as like any credits to the song or like listed as a feature because the dude it was Zapp and Rogers song, right? So they brought in two rival groups to perform the vocals for the song, and they didn't credit neither one of them niggas with the song. But it's Charlie Wilson singing pretty much most of the vocals on Computer Love. That was one of my did you know? So did you guys know that? Did you know it was Charlie Wilson?
I did.
No.
I did not know that.
Okay.
I feel like now that you told me, I can hear it.
Like you can hear it, right? I was like, I just thought that's what the nigga Zapp and Rogers sounded like. I'm like, all right.
And it's funny. I'm listening to the song right now, and I can definitely hear it.
You can definitely hear it. But I'm like,
yeah, that's Charlie.
But I never heard Zapp and Rogers. So, and this is before I probably like knew who Charlie Wilson was, right? Because like Gap Band, and then later on Charlie Wilson. But I never knew what
Kanye put him on.
Yeah, I never knew who Zapp and Rogers was, so I can't say that they didn't sound like that too. Because a lot of niggas back in the day, they almost sounded similar to an extent. So I was like, that's crazy. But that was one. The next one, did you know the song OPP stands for Other People's Pussy or Penis?
No, I don't know that was property.
No.
People, what? Oh, I heard of pussy though. I heard that. It was pussy.
Yeah, so it's pretty much a song. It's a song giving praise to niggas that fucking with other people's women or men. That's what that song is about. I just found out about that recently too. So if you really listen to the lyrics, and he's definitely going into details about the first P for pussy, like in the first verse. Second verse is for penis, about women sliding into like women fucking other girls' men. So that was another one. And I think we all might have come across this next one more recently. The song, did you know the song Murder, She Wrote is a song about abortion?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I did hear that a couple years back.
Yeah, I recently just found out about that. First off, I just realized I was fucking up a lot of the words to that song. Like a lot of songs I was just making up based off of. I think that's what the niggas say. Just vibing, right? Just vibing. But yeah, real life hitman going to getting rid of the baby. I was like, all right, damn. But yeah, thank you for playing part in this new segment. If anyone has any for going weeks, you can submit them to me.
Hold on, my fault. He's about a hitman the whole time.
Huh?
You said the hitman the whole time. That's
no, I'm talking about she's the hitman. No, the woman is getting an abortion. She's the hitman, nigga.
Okay, I got you. Okay, I'm about to say a hitman. I had to really go because I'm like, I heard that it was about an abortion, but I didn't know like what you call it. But I thought you was like it was a hitman. This song, I'm like, what? Where's this lyric at?
No.
Go ahead.
All right, and then we got to bring back That Boy Good. We ain't played since we've started this new rendition of Faded and X-Rated, but I got a few questions for you guys today. I think I got 5. they almost similar to what some of the things we talked about in the conversations today, and then some of them are just like, all right. First question. Outside of Bill Russell, what team does not have a jersey retired?
Oof. I feel like I've heard this before.
Wait, what was the question?
Oh nope, he probably
outside of Bill Russell, what team does not have a jersey retired?
Question: does this include teams that have changed their location?
Yes. No, Bobby. I mean if they change their location, Bobby, go ahead.
OKC.
Wrong.
Fuck.
OKC is still considered Seattle.
Bill Russell?
That's the reason why I was asking.
Miami.
Like,
I'm gonna take the L, Kip. I know what you was asking about. I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna shoot for it."
Dream, go ahead,
Miami.
Fuck no.
Miami?
No, nigga, they got Jordan retired, nigga.
They got
Kept you the last one. This nigga's crazy.
Crazy. What?
I think they retired Alonzo Mourning. Maybe even Haslam.
I think.
Oh, you said no jersey. You said
nobody aside from Bill Russell retired.
Bro, you can see the shit on the screen, bro.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's tickering at the bottom.
Let me see something. I feel like
I ain't see it on the ticker. That's new.
Take a look.
Like this technology, right? You like right?
Right,
we advanced since the Zoom days.
No, I just need to.
Nah, nigga, I feel like you googling something. You
got
10 seconds. I'm trying to Google team
4, 3.
1 second. Give me a second.
2, 1.
I'm gonna go with
the
Kings. Unless
that
Weber's
is
retired.
Incorrect. Only team that does not have a player retired is Toronto Raptors. No one's retired in Toronto.
Oh, they're relatively new compared to everybody else.
No one's retired.
They're not the newest team
outside of Bill Russell.
Really? Like no
Magic would have the Magic would have been the second team, but they just retired Shaq.
Yeah. But those are relatively new teams. Like,
yeah, I would say the Magic is the newest team.
Y'all should have been thinking of new teams, nigga.
Years old.
I did.
Nigga, you said Miami, an old ass team.
Yeah, you was wild because the first thing
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear the question.
Yeah,
correctly.
Nigga, lean.
All right.
Right.
Next question. Back when she did porn, Corinne Steffens, aka Superhead, went by what name?
Dream.
Oh, that was.
Was it? It started with like. Was it Honey?
That boy good. He gonna watch that. That boy is good.
He said like
I'm familiar with her work.
Yo, I promise you, I would never guess that. I would never got that.
All right, Dream on the board. Next question. And Coming to America, based on Louis Anderson, a worker at McDowell's. What is the working hierarchy at McDowell's, starting at the bottom?
Oh God! I'm looking at. Oh shit!
Was it cleaning the bathroom? Nah, my fault.
It's Kip. If I'm mistaken, it starts on the mop. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's the mop. Then it's. I want to say it's burgers, then fries, then register, then that's when you make the big bucks. I think it was after that. I think that's the order. I may be wrong. I'm probably wrong. Go ahead.
Incorrect.
Damn, how many was I wrong in that situation? If you want me asking,
you were correct with one.
Damn, fuck! I thought I had more.
Bobby.
Mop, fries, burger, register.
Incorrect. Dream?
I think I know the order too. Shit.
Wasn't it? I think it was. Was it bathroom that mop? No, it was mop, fries, and then you up front, right?
That is incorrect. I will give you guys.
Oh, you want to give us hints, son?
I'm gonna give you out the order. I ain't give you a hint.
Before you do that,
I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint. You all have got the first one right in aspects of cleaning.
Okay.
So the first answer of clean was correct, but everything else after was incorrect. You guys have missed one role. All of you have not said one role. The second role at that. He was doing this act when he was explaining the hierarchy. This was the phase he was currently at.
How many phases are there? How many phases are there? If you want me asking,
there's 5.
There's 5 phases. Okay.
There's
So we
5
missing one.
phases.
Okay, that's there. No, I want to say that this is number. I'm writing this down. I'm sorry.
Cleaning.
You said none of us said that. You said none of us said the second level at all.
Correct.
Bobby.
What the fuck is the second level?
Bobby.
I'm gonna say the same thing, but I'm gonna add one. Cleaning, greeting, fries, burgers, register.
You said cleaning. What was the second one?
Greeting.
Greeting. No, incorrect.
Because the nigga walked in, hello.
Wasn't he sweeping though?
All
right. Was it sweep? Is sweeping in there? I know niggas. Not.
That's cleaning.
That's
all for
okay.
cleaning. Yeah. Kip, you want to give it one more go?
Yeah. Well, I don't know what the second stage is. I feel like I said it. Well, he was on the. I know he was cleaning. Cleaning is number one because that's why Eddie was on the mob. I think he's on the register. I feel like no, he wasn't on the register. He was back there talking to him. I feel like he was on the. Why do I feel like he was on the fries or doing burgers? I think he was on burgers. I think. All right, this is my order. I'm gonna go ahead and say that.
Go ahead.
It was cleaning, burgers, fries, register, manager. That's what it is.
Said we didn't. Yeah.
That is incorrect. I'll give you guys the order. So the order is cleaning, then it's washing lettuce, then it's fries, then it's the grill, and then it's assistant manager, and that's where you make the big bucks.
I was close. I had some things that
you had them in the kitchen at least in the second one, but
I knew
the order.
Fries and I knew grills and fries were definitely in the hierarchy, and register I was like the manager type of shit. That's where Lisa was at. She was the assistant manager. She was on the register at some point.
Mm-hmm. All right, next question. Outside of Lee and Carter, name 5 Rush Hour characters.
Okay, hold on.
Dream.
5 is
Dream.
Damn.
Oh, you got Juntao.
Hold on, you got your name. Hold on, nigga.
I did say my name.
Oh, my bad.
Damn, nigga.
You say Juntao.
Juntao. Damn. I think I might only know Juntao.
I got 3 in my head, but I
got some. I think I got
was it what's the nigga name? Tang. The nigga
Tang is one. Ooh, incorrect. That is not right.
Who was it?
You said what was the name you just said?
Kip.
It was Tang, no?
You said Tang?
Tang.
How you spell it?
Tang.
That's incorrect.
No, was it Tran? It was Tran.
Nope. Kip, you called yourself? Did you say it?
Yeah. Is this Rush Hour or just in the series?
The series.
All right, so we have I may say her name wrong, but I know her name. It's Sulin, which is the girl.
Okay.
We got me and you.
You said the name wrong.
What you say, Kip?
Me and you. Those are the guys in the Rush Hour 3.
Okay. All right. Okay.
We got Kung Fu Kenny.
Okay.
Ricky Tan.
And Ricky Tan. Okay. You said Tang is Ricky Tan. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he said Su Young, Ricky Tan, me and you, and Kung Fu Kenny. All right. That is correct. Some other noticeable ones is Isabella, which was played by the lovely Rosalind Sanchez.
Mm-hmm.
You had his partner from the first one, Johnson. Who else is there? You got what the fuck is his name? Juntao from the first one. Was that the villain's name?
What's his brother's name in the third one?
Oh, his brother's name was Kenji. Juntao was the nigga in the first one. Juntao.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the main ones. All right, cool. All right, next question. Name the 4 bows from Black Ops 3 Zombies.
Okay.
What, nigga?
Name the 4 bows from Black Ops 3 Zombies.
KD negative.
Do we just say can we just say the attributes of the bow, or we don't have to say the full name?
Oh, the
give me the attributes. I can get the attributes.
Okay, so we got the void bow. We have I don't know if they consider it magma or lava bow, but it's the magma lava or fire. My fault. It's fireball. It's fireball, the storm bow, and then the wolf bow.
That is correct. All right.
Still got that shit on my Xbox, nigga. I'm gonna play that shit.
I was looking at that earlier.
That's the only one we completed. For real.
Right, in fact. The other one was challenging.
No, we
I didn't have the time for it.
We did like 3 of them. I think we did like 3 of them.
That was the best one though. That's the
That
one that
was-
had me like the most engaged. Like, you know, I hate zombies, but that one I was like, I'll get on zombies and do the bows because that was my shit. But those are all my questions for the day. My That Boy Good section. Thank you guys. Anyone have the question of the day before we wrap it up?
Let me see. Actually,
I had one, but I couldn't think of it. I can't remember what the fuck it was. I didn't write it down.
I got one if y'all don't got one.
What's up?
Very basic one. What animal kills the most other animals in the world?
Oh, I got it.
I know you would. That's why I said it's a basic one.
I think I know what it is. Is it cats?
No.
Is it, no, hippos, no?
No.
Most other animals?
Most other animals?
Oh, kills other animals.
Is it mosquitoes?
No.
Rats?
Jesus Christ, guys! I thought it was very simple. I thought.
Oh, humans.
Bees.
These are fucking mammals, nigga.
But don't hippos?
No,
hippos is up there in something, right?
Hippos are up there.
They don't kill that many, but they deadly as shit. When you get in the water with them, lights out.
Mosquitoes kill the most humans.
Mosquitoes is the top killing insect, yes. In the animal kingdom type shit, but humans kill the most.
There was a little, speaking of just a little sidebar, it was showing like a list of animals that are eaten by humans. There was some wild ass animals on there. I saw
a lot of dogs on this bitch.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck eat all these dogs?
The China man, nigga. You think
little do I know I'm eating the dog. Little do I know.
Yo,
they got them straight dogs is just
that's
disappearing.
Chicken.
Hell yo, that shit good with a little seasoning. Anybody else got one?
Let's see.
Oh, I got one.
Yeah. Go ahead, Dream.
I feel like this is gonna spark some debate, but I know we're at the end.
What's up?
Who is the best rapper out right now?
This nigga.
Career-wise, or just like currently?
Just skill-wise, like just rapping, like making a hit song.
Yeah,
the verses being skillful.
Go. Thank you.
The cadence, everything. Star power.
Fuck. What's he doing?
Like all active rappers?
Yeah, active rappers.
Who's the best?
No, he said skill-wise, cadence-wise, lyrically, star power. I mean, that's solid.
It could be anyone. You could just say your opinion. Like, it don't gotta be.
Nah, nigga, you say who the best. What you talking about, nigga? Say it then, nigga. I'm one away from beat it, nigga.
Wait, which one of you niggas said my mic look like a pickle?
It do look like Pickle Rick. I'm not gonna hold you.
I said that shit. I'm like, somebody gonna see it eventually.
I'm like, I see this fucking notification. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm gonna go with Kanye though. Dream. It's always Kanye, man.
That's fair.
He's always changing the game for the better.
Yep, he's star power. He's always in the news. His music, yeah. Okay.
Right, sure. You said best rapper.
Kanye.
I guess against my conventional wisdom, as far as like star power and top of the game, you got to kind of put Drake in there. I don't think he's the best rapper bar for bar, but he's definitely one of the ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and put him there.
I said, y'all just went straight to star power. I said skill, everything.
You don't think Kanye's last album displays skill?
Definitely has skill.
Kanye is the most skilled producer out there, sampler, whatever you want.
Skilled artist. Let's
artist, yeah.
Stop using them. Let's just stop trying to take away from his actual rapping as well. He's a full artist.
Once you have people write for you and shit, I feel like that takes away a little bit of something.
Niggas write
for me
Drake.
Personally.
everyone get a song written for them, except for Jay-Z.
I'm not talking about like a hook. I'm talking about like lyrics. That's a little.
That's
different.
okay, nigga. Beyonce get all her whole songs written. She's one of the greatest of all time.
Rap is not one of those things, though. Like you have to.
It's called a miracle. You know what I'm saying?
You have to have somebody make up the melody, the tone, and stuff when you sing it. But rapping is like it's a cadence. You talk.
Kanye wrote enough when he was coming into the game. He did enough back then. All right.
Okay.
Just for a college dropout. Who you going with, Dream? I want to hear your answer.
No, it's J. Cole, nigga.
Yeah, I know my answer. Come on, now.
I know it's J. Cole. I know it is. the shit he had with Lil Yachty, that was a good track. Good track.
Yeah, it's J. Cole. I'm gonna leave it at that though.
J. Kizzy.
Kip, you said Drake, right? Bobby, you said Kanye with me?
Drizzy.
Well, I said at the peak of rap right now. He's not the best rapper.
Rap? Yeah, I mean,
I don't think he's the best rapper, but he's the peak of rap.
Oh shit!
I don't know. I'm still not sold on that last album of his.
For real, it's 21 Savage. I ain't gonna hold you.
21 Savage album was kind of dope.
I think he might be the hottest.
Entertainment wise, 21. He got a lot on his arm. Entertainment, skill wise, he has grown from his last. His last album was fucking fire with the one with Childish Gambino, and this one was pretty. I know he had some shits in the middle, but the other mainstream album, this shit was solid too. So like he's the modern day 2 Chainz for me. So I'll go with 21.
For me to say the hottest album out to someone who's like, if they drop a song, I gotta listen to it just to see if it's good or not. I'm gonna say Lil Durk for some reason. Lil Durk has been growing on me so much. Like,
don't tell Troy that. He's gonna come.
I blame you.
I can't get into it. I don't think.
I always fuck with Durk. Paul, no Diddy. I've always fucked with Durk though. Is G Herbo from Chicago? Because G Herbo's a nigga I can't stand, and every time I delete songs from my Apple library, the shit just keeps coming back like he's fucking Candyman. I don't know how to keep getting added back.
Midwest Blueface.
He's terrible. Good and terrible.
Durk though.
Yeah, Durk.
He keep
and Nardo Wick. I fuck with Nardo Wick.
Is nigga, you know our man's for real that EST nigga, stop playing, nigga.
Oh yeah, EST? Free the Shiners, baby. Free the Shiners.
So he's just out here murdering and drug dealing real quick. Turn that on.
I'm trying to tell you. 300 was it 3,000 degrees with him and Lil Baby? If we ain't a drug dealer, then what did you call that? Oh, he started chill out.
Special with Future. He got some shit. EST got some shit. Like I hope he comes to do something at this little arena in Jersey. I'll go pull up on him. Go check my man's out.
Yeah, bring your gun with you.
Nigga, be right next to security. Nigga, I don't need no gun. I'm with the security. Nigga.
That nigga gonna duck before you duck, nigga. You finna get
be in there like Lil' Kim and shit, nigga. All right, if no one else got any questions, I think we can wrap it up. Dream, thank you for pulling up this episode.
Yes, sir.
Bobby, this is your first one of the new rendition. We'll see you back soon.
I'm back.
All right, y'all. Deuces.
Yep.
Yeah.